Hello everyone, today I'm going to be making a wallet from a single piece of leather. So to start, I have a lengthy shot of me sharpening my pencil. Um, this shot is pretty unnecessary and absurdly long. So you might think that I'm done sharpening my pencil. No, still going. Still sharpening it. Now I'm out of frame. Still going. Yeah, gotta get that pencil extra sharp. So, now that I finished the most critical part of the project, of course sharpening my pencil, I decided to start sketching out the design for the leather wallet. So, I mocked up a really rough design in paper, which essentially functions by folding up and putting the cards and money in the creases of the paper that is folded. And I kind of like this design because it was just so simple and so basic that I decided to just make a full template out of paper so I could make it in leather. And I have to say that it's very gratifying to make a paper template because you really know what you're getting into and you really know what it's going to look like by the time you're done. Which is nice because sometimes you finish a project and you're just like, wow, that was just not how I envisioned it. But with this project I kind of knew it was going to be a certain size with a certain look. And I was just making some modifications once I got it in paper for convenience. Then I traced it onto leather. If you're tracing something onto leather, make sure you don't trace it on the show side of the leather. You might be wondering why. So after tracing the leather, I just cut it out with a knife. And some people have those fancy like swivel cutter things that you hold in your hand. You have like a swivel mount on your finger, but a knife worked fine for me. The curve was not too hard to cut actually. After cutting out the shape, I got to stitching. So I got out my hole poking, pricking metal things. I'm sure there's a name. If you know it, please comment down below. Um, I really like these tools actually. They're really satisfying to use and they leave really even holes that if you use the right amount of power when you're hammering, it'll be pretty easy to poke through. If you don't, you could either damage your workbench or just be stuck stabbing yourself in the finger repeatedly with a needle. Never mind, that always happens when you're stitching. Um, I had to poke a lot of holes, so I really had to be careful of where I was putting them. And I wasn't careful enough, so there's a lot of misplaced holes here and there, but they're really not that noticeable. Then I just got to work stitching first the side where the stitch goes all the way through all of the layers because I wanted just a base to hold everything together while I was working on the other stitches so it would all be centered and it would all base its position off of just one point, or one line, if you will, in the wallet. Leather stitching, it's definitely relaxing, but it's also really frustrating. It's it's nice when you're in the flow and you're just poking through the holes perfectly, kept like grabbing your needle, and then the needle will just unthread and you'll drop the needle on your ground and you'll have to spend 20 minutes looking for it, and then you'll have to rethread the string and start again, and then you'll get back into your flow and the same thing will happen. So it's definitely nice, but it can get very frustrating very quickly. And I don't know if you can notice it, but a couple times here I'm just running a razor blade just through my stitches because I found out that I poked holes in the wrong place and I was just completely closing off all the holes for the cards and money. But it wasn't too bad. I'm just cutting an angle here into these two pieces for a little more elegant folder over flap thing part of my leather wallet. And it's a lot smaller than my normal wallet, which I was really happy about, and it can hold quite a bit of money and cards. Thank you for watching.